Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're all doing well, whether you are watching live or watching it later on. Hi Decipher, how you doing? And that's reminded me, who is out there? Whilst we're early on and nobody is actually watching live at the moment, who's even watching this on the replay? I know that a lot of people do. I see the numbers tick up, but I have no idea the actual individuals that do so. Hey Wise, how you doing, buddy? Yes, how about Espanol and speak of English? Alright, wonderful. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're doing well. I've literally today found out about ISRO's planned space station. It looks relatively simple, shall we say? It's by no means the grandeur of the International Space Station, but the thing to remember, I was going to die one day. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, where did that come from? The thing to remember, of course, is that the International Space Station is international, right? Lots of people are working on that, so it's hardly any surprise that it is a big boy machine, you know. All right, let's click on this. Is that how? No, let's go into here. I want to build. We're building the central module. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Let's see if I can find a picture here. Let's copy this. I should have got better at learning how to use the word that I'm looking for is where's the browser? There we go. How to use OBS? Not massively aware of it. No, look at this picture here. Hi, can you guys see that? You guys definitely can see that. So this is what we're building. I think this is well within our range. This is the command module that they've got running. I'm gonna go Gaganian. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try and pronounce that. That was probably very bad. I apologise very much for that. And then we've got the actual space station on the other side. Now I want to hide that away because that's not what we're going to actually be looking at. Right, so they've got this weird module on the inside. It's basically two... is it Zvezdas? I should have looked. I knew I should have looked this up beforehand. But the Russian habitation module. You know the thing that looks like a bottle. It's like big, then goes down to small. They got two of those around an actual station core. So I'm just gonna throw that on top, and that immediately is the top station core. Brilliant, wonderful, good job. I've covered up my chat and I can't see. It's just Wise anyway. All right, beautiful. Pop this out. I should be able to actually see stuff. Great. All about it. Okay, so they've got this module and they've got this like big old tanky thing underneath. Let's just grab a tank, any tank, doesn't really matter. That's too small. That one, it's about that sort of, maybe that's too big, but you know, on order of that, that's too small. It's too small, somewhere in between those sizes. If I had to give a guess, we'll go into the structural parts because there will be a size here that's bigger than the 2.5s. I bet it's this side. That's probably the size we want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Do we have a fairing of that nature? That's kind of what I really want to know. I keep looking. I don't know if you guys do this. I do this quite a lot in Kerbal. In fact, I'm not even sure who even still plays Kerbal anymore. But I keep going to look for the fairings in the coupling. I don't know why. It's just always. So if we turn this upside down, a thing that I've recently discovered is you can make fairings different colours, like gold, for instance. And if we like build the fairing, well, I mean that's not very gold, is it? There we go, orange anyway. I thought the gold also did it. Well, you see how the coverings have changed colour. I don't know whether we can get that to there. You see the coverings have changed colour. That's pretty nice. They've got a sort of a goldy orange yellow container in the middle here. I'm just going to use this fairing as an attachment point. I don't like the point on the bottom. It doesn't have the point, so I'd like to be able to just kind of do this like this. So we can only look at this. It wants to roll that corner out. Look at it. Can we get closer? Look at this edge here. I can either have it straight, but if I go in, it flares out. Why would you do that? Maybe we're just going to terminate. What is it? I've never done one of these. Left alt and left click. Okay, we just left it open at the bottom, and we'll figure out what we can do. Is there interstitial nodes there? Interstage nodes. This should allow me now to come along and put other parts on the inside. In particular, we're going to need some power. One of these. Yeah, brilliant. That's very far down. We're going to go with that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Kind of wanted it to be at the very bottom of the fairing, but I've got a feeling that my fairing's are the wrong side. So let's go edit. We'll bring it down. Oh, can we lock on this? This is something we can sometimes do. I'll take it. It's good enough. It's good enough. We will go ahead and just kind of put in a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, so they've got this central core of a module. Let's turn this back on. I don't know whether I can like bring my mouse up and over. No, you can't. You can see my mouse back here. Hello, but it doesn't over by the parts, but it doesn't come up on top. That's a bit of a shame. What we're working on at the moment is the middle module. I need like a red square. Is that still a thing? I used to have a little pointer that I could use, but I don't anymore. We're working on the actual space station. You can see there's a module in between the two end units there. So that's the one we're going to be using. They say it's like command and storage, and then the two outsides are just for habitation. Okay. Bring everything back into phone. I'm clicking through a lot of stuff. I'm not used to having so much like background stuff going on. Okay, so this is good. What else are we going to need? So from a restocking point of view, I've got a feeling we're going to need one of these fuel tanks here. Can I actually hang it off the top? Okay, brilliant. We'll put some extra strut work around it. What I'm really trying to do, as always, is keep it below 30 parts. Why am I always trying to keep it below 30 parts? Because I have a single player career mode on the go that I still haven't upgraded all my buildings for. So it's always nice. In case I want to use this as part of my fleet. And it could do. We could very well do. Okay, so we got batteries. We've got RCS. What else is an absolute must? I mean, can we... I don't know whether it will fit. Should we see if it will fit? There is... this one. Took me a second to see it. Oh, it does actually pack in there. I think we might just go ahead and hide a science lab in there. How about that? Anyone do it? It's a space station. Only minor PTSD from your DS9 space. How you doing, man? How are you doing? Put RGB lights to assert dominance. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can definitely do that. I mean, this is our 6-part core. I'm almost happy just to launch this like this. It's gonna need some like. You know what? We're in endgame. Let's do it. Bam. Radio isothermal generators. Beautiful. Like that. That good? No, that's not good. You kind of want to get it symmetrical around this part, but of course, trying to do that from underneath, it's a bit hard to tell. I think we're good there. Okay, I will take that. Apart from, I want to. Is that the processing lab? You can never tell. The reason that I wanted to do that is because we got doors there. Look at that door. Look at that door right there. And I would like to be able to use the door. If we got the door facing a bit of struts, then that's never going to be a thing. All right. Anyway, RGB lighting. We also need to put some. Wait. Whilst we are going to do some RGB lighting, I think more importantly, we should probably put some docking ports on it. Let's go around and do a few of these. That should be. Do you reckon we can get the 4-way rotation like this? It never wants to do it. I never understand why it doesn't have the actual rotation of other parts, like this central hub max multi-point connector in the middle here. Like it's very obviously, very obviously. Yeah, I can't even do halfway. I can't do none of that. That's rubbish. I'm not about it. I bet if I went inside the space plane hangar, it would allow me. Hey Cubic, how you doing? You've had some great news for Friday. Details need to be ironed out and still needs a scribble at the bottom of the page. But the hard part is done. Okay, that's good. Sounds like you've had some good news. I'm gonna guess wildly. It sounds like you have sealed a multi-million-pound deal for a fleet of microsats that are going to go using the power of the solar wind to explore the outer Jovian moons. Obviously, that's blatantly what you've done, right? What are we going to do to make this look a little bit nicer? I don't like the way this is connected on here. We gotta have So in the structural parts, we've got this. The problem is, this is not going to be the right size. Like, look at that. This is just so not the right size. Can we put another part in that kind of looks like it's the right part? So what did you do, Megascrow? What did you do? Good news? I'm all about good news. I'm hoping you got a wonderful job, a job that you have to work like 2 hours a day and get paid a CEO's wage. That'd be great, right? Multimedia is not actually that far off the mark. Brilliant. All about it. All about it, mate. Moving and shaking and making the big deals. I don't think there's a single piece. I don't think we're going to have a single piece that adapts well from that to a Mark III. That one? No. I think we're just going to have to make do. I think we're just going to have to make do. I don't like making do. That's not the way I like to do stuff. I like to make the world conform to what I want it to do, but this might not be the way. Might not be the way. Okay, let's get another fairing. Let's get another fairing. I've kind of got a little bit of a plan kicking over in my head. We'll pop this here, and we can just literally somewhere there'll be a blue point. Give me the blue point. No. Oh, that. You see it? That, bam. Gotcha. Beautiful. Bam, bam, and bam. All right, cool, brilliant. It's a contained unit. You'd never know. Should we just launch it like this? We'll call this ISRO hub. Remind me to put ISRO at the beginning of everything so we know where to find all this stuff. I've got a feeling it's going to fall over, but let's see how badly it falls over. So how's everybody else's week been? Have you guys been doing all wonderful and amazing things? Megascrow obviously out there moving and stuff. When did I last stream? Last week. And it's Twitchy with an I. Just the same. Get my name right. Actually, this looks really good. This looks really good. Like, really good. I like it. I mean, I could probably change the fairings out, the different colours and stuff. But I think for the self-contained central module that we're going to just kind of strap other things to, I think it'll do. Yeah, I last streamed last week. Did we? You made a grenade. Oh, my God. Now we... That flight, vehicle assembly. All right, let's see if we can do this. How are we going to put a robotic hand on this? No, we can't do that. We'll keep on with the ISRO stuff. As cool as it would be to build a robotic arm that would pull this back and launch it like a grenade, it might be a bit much. It is going to explode at some point. I think you're right. Okay, so now we need to build our totally not Svezda modules. This is the ISRO habitats. ISRO habs. We got ISRO hub and ISRO hab. I'm all about it. Okay, so this thing needs to have a control, and it needs to have some way of people sitting inside it. Do we want to put a command pod up front? This is actually, we're in the wrong one this time. We want to be here. Okay, something like that. Beautiful. If I remember. The picture, let's go back to the picture. Again, I don't have a mouse that can go over the top of the picture, which is unfortunate. Over here, hi. The picture makes it look like that it comes down to the same width as the spacecraft in the background. And the spacecraft in the background is a 3-man module. And if it's a 3-man module, it's got to be quite big. Multi-million is a joke. After a few years of bickering with the municipality, I dragged them in front of a judge. And the judge ruled, you're beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Takes a while to get... Oh, yeah, mate. No, I'm not even gonna... I'm not even. Okay, so... This is about the right sizing, I think. This is... Should we make the spacecraft? No, because I'll just like embarrass myself by not being able to spell. So one thing I did notice when looking at the pictures, there was no coverings on this docking port here. They literally just had a docking port free to the world like that. Okay, we'll take that, I suppose. We'll take that. I mean, does it even look... Let's go back to the picture, guys. Does it even look like that is a manned module? Or does it look like that maybe... We've got 2 lander cans, a fuel adapter, and an SAS control unit going from the back of the craft, which also has a docking port on it. Okay, let's try that instead. Come back. We'll get rid of it. Get rid of all this. Utilities, 2 of these. One there and one there. Okay, all right. be good. Not going to talk numbers, but it'll be of great importance to you. Yeah, I bet, mate. I bet. Do we want to do bigger? Do we do bigger? Bam. All right, passenger modules. This might be getting a little out. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Don't save. I wanted to cancel. ISRO. Right, very important. Very important. Okay, we are going to go with these ones. We are going to go with these ones. I'm also going to press my Windows key instead of Alt and find myself staring at my desktop rather than doing what I want to do. All right, great. That's good. Good works. Good works. Okay, so here's the back of the module. We literally just throw ourselves on. As soon as I find myself in the right area, one of these bad boys. Okay, cool. That's it. That's the back of their space station. That's the back of their space station. They don't have any doors here, but they do have. Turn it like that. All right, beautiful. They had like radiators sticking off there, so let's go get our thermal. No, that's electrical. Thermal. And they were small fold-out ones. Okay, so these are fold-outs, right? Extend. Bam. Okay, brilliant. Is this a smaller one? That is a smaller one. Does it look better? It looks better. It looks a lot better, actually. Extend that radiator. Yeah, no, it looks a lot better. Okay, cool. Let's copy those out. We'll take 4 of these, if I saw that right in the picture. Let's come back over here. Well, I'm just glad you've done well, mate. I'm just glad you've done well. Actually, that could have been like this. Ooh, let's just cover the hatches. Who even needs hatches, right? Did you guys see that? Look at copying the parts out. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I tell you what we're going to go do. We're going to switch the editor. We're going to grab the root part. We're going to stand it up like so. And then we're going to use, just like down here, we're going to use the double radial attach. That's the word I'm looking for, to attach these radiators. Radial radiators. Like that, obviously, because these are not windows. No, they might look like windows. They're actually radiator attachment points. I can understand why you would be confused. If we do this right, we could probably actually have this so it doesn't need to have the doors covered up. It's a more of an interpretation, I think. Let's extend that solar panel. So this is like one of the modules. Anybody disagree with that? Let's look back at the picture. Did a bad there. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, all right, that's fine. We'll take that. Then from this, we want to come down an adapter. We want to go from a Mark II to a Mark 1. There's plenty of ways of doing that. This in particular is one that springs to mind. But maybe we want to use like a fuel tank. The thing with the fuel tanks is I think they click on the wrong one. I think they're a bit too long. They're a bit too long in the taper. I think this might actually be the one we want. Yeah, we're going to go with this. Okay, cool. Thanks for helping me sort that out, guys. Really great talking to you. I want to put that one up there. We want to have ourselves an electrical battery. Ooh, that's big. Oh, that's so big. All right, there we go. One of those and one of those. All right, that looks good. That looks good. And I suppose now we will put ourselves a fixed docking port on there if I find the right place. Always clicking through the buttons. Always clicking through. All right, great. Awesome. Okay, nothing going on down there. It's going to explode at some point. I'm almost certain. What I'm considering. Oh! Look at all the inventory space. We'll probably use that at some point. What I'm considering is whether we can actually use those doors. No is the answer there. No is the answer. Okay, does this look like it would just lift like this? I think it might actually just lift like this. Let's put some communications on this. It's probably going to be a wonder that we need. One of these, 2 of these. I feel like this actually belongs in the middle, but the problem that the thing that I'm really like racking my brain with right now. So this has got no control unit, has it? Let's save control. Yeah, no control unit at all. So we want to put one of these on here, and if we're using one of these, we're going to need a communications device of some description. I'm liking the look of this stack. I like the way it looks. But we don't really need the full-blown communications network. We could just put 2 of these on, and then during my career mode, we could use our engineers to take these off once we've docked with the spacecraft. Shimmy shim. And even actually now that I've started talking about what the engineers can do. Guys, we could. So a lot of people, when they're putting RCS on, they like to go all four, and I can understand why. I really do. Any direction you want to go, you've got a whole bunch of nozzles. So say we want to push ourselves over that way, we can use this nozzle here and this nozzle here to push ourselves that way. And say we wanted to go left and right, we use this nozzle and this nozzle. Now, whilst that's great, that is amazing, it's actually... do that. It's actually a little bit wasteful, just the smallest bit, because you can do it with two thrusters. Now you might be saying, hey Twitchy, really, what happens if you want to go sideways? And I'm like, yeah, no, actually, that's really good thoughts. What happens if we do want to go sideways? I've caught myself out with this many times. But you can put one of these on top. That is huge. Have they made that one? What's going on here? Is this different? Is that the? Oh, we got different sizes now. Okay, well, which one's more... well, you know what, I'm going to use the big ones. Let's go big or go home, guys. What else would we be doing? One of the things people often miss is that when the judge whacks the gavel, that's not the end of it. It's just the ruling. It has to be done. Yeah, totally. Okay, so I think this is good. We're going to need two of these, obviously. We're going to need one of these coming up into here. And what we were going to do was grab this over this side and grab this guy, put him also down into line. And look at this. It's a 5-way port all of a sudden. I love these things. My mate Ian, I say my mate, he comes from Hawaii. I haven't even spoken to him face to face, full stop. But my mate Ian, he showed me this. It was great. I thought it was amazing. He also showed me the Kerbal X challenge. I don't know if you guys are aware. The Kerbal X is a stock vessel that comes with the game, and I don't know if you can still do it, but you used to be able to take it to the moon and back. But I mean only just. Only just. If you didn't hit a perfect gravity turn, if you didn't do your 75-kilometer circularization, like less than 75, it had to be just above the atmosphere. You had to get maximum O-berth. There was like just a whole set of things that you had to do absolutely perfectly. That's great. Great. Okay, so I've managed to waffle for quite some time here. What I want to do now is put... Does anybody know if these can be... Here we go, cargo parts. Yeah. So we could just take this minimal amount of RCS that we have here, because we don't need... Let's put them there. I think they look better there. We don't need to take a lot of RCS with us. We're just going to go dock. So let's think about this. We've got 26 parts. Do you reckon I can make a 4-part... Oh man, I don't know. Can I make a 4-part lifting rocket for this? Let's save it. Let's see what we can do. I mean, if nothing else, we'll take these off and replace it with them on a proper tank, which would hurt. Coupling. Big old decoupler. One of these. Look at that. Boom. Chunky. Can we... Of course we can. What am I on about? We'll just push it up. I was like, I don't like that gap. I was like, okay, we'll get rid of the gap. Great. It's not really going to be secure, but we'll try it. Mark II, big boy rocket. All right, cool. I'm a bit interested in. I don't think we're going to be able to lift it. Guys. Get a mainsail under there. 3.0. Guys, it's just short. Okay, we can do better. Actually, 2 orange tanks? What do you reckon? 2 orange tanks? Let's try 2 orange tanks. I've got a feeling we're going to have some stability issues on the way up if we fly it like this. When we fly it like this. Okay, 4,000 units. I like it. We're going to do this. Hab plus lift. Okay, save. What I actually want now, the hub. ISRO hub. Quick! What's everybody's favourite altitude? We need to we need to launch this thing. We need to take it to an a low Kerbin altitude, so something below 500 kilometers, or even 500. I don't know. You guys pick. Hey Corvus, how you doing, buddy? I am just having a quick sip of tea. Hope you're doing good. What's your favourite low curb in altitude? 500 kilometres? 400 kilometres? I've launched a 250, 499. Oh man, alright, I'm going to let you guys argue about it over the next couple of minutes while I figure out how to get a lifter on the bottom of this upside down fairing. I'm sure it's possible. I mean, we could just payload larger fairing. I said larger fairing. I say larger fairing. Wait, done it wrong. Do you know what we did wrong there? Do you know what we did wrong there? We didn't have a decoupler of any description. I'm going to go with the stack separator. I'm just going to hit a big stack separator. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. So we've had 2 for 3 for 2 votes for 250. 0.5 kilometers. I don't know. Unfortunately, there is a minimum. There is a minimum height of 70 kilometers. I appreciate the challenge. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. That's so jank. All right, pop that there. And we're gonna go with the big tank. No, not. I said I want a big tank. Show me the big tank. Wait. Yeah. Have you messed around with the KSP multiplayer mod? Will I have multiple times played around with the multiplayer mod? I think it's amazing. My most viewed video on my channel is in fact a DMP tutorial. Not like, oh, this is how you play multiplayer. No, how to set up a server and stuff like that. I have played quite often with it. Quite often. Why isn't there a double length tank like this? Is that a double length tank? Is that big? Yeah, okay, there's the double length. We'll take one of these. All right, cool, beautiful, love it. Do we have an engine that even fits under this? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. Wow, too many fairings. I need to like take some of these fairings off of staging. Is that something we can do? If I right click this, fairing staged. No, it isn't. And then you over here, fairing staged. No, it isn't. All right, great. I'm loving it. Loving it. Yeah, I've played a lot in the multiplayer mod. It's disappointingly incomplete. You can't do any sort of career mode progression without it just going absolute nuts. Absolute nuts. What's the largest engine? These are booster engines. These are not actual engines. I'm gonna. Oh, excuse me. Out of nowhere. It's always nice when we're on our way back into summer. Oh, suddenly hay fever, allergens, problems. Okay, I don't know what our biggest diameter engine is. I have this problem all the time. There's no engines there. There's this one. It's not as big as I would like it, but it's pretty good. Can it lift? That's the question. What's the weight? 0.6. Can't lift. Can't lift. KSP 2 is set to have full multiplayer from the start. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I've got a few friends who play Kerbal as well, a few YouTubers, so I'm definitely in. Yeah, you're supposed to use this thing, right? The thing is, like, all right, let's talk about this part for a moment, because they want you to put the biggest engine in the middle, right? Biggest engine. Okay, cool. Now, what do you put around the outside? What should go around the outside, eh? What do you go around the outside? No matter what. I mean, we could, I suppose, do this. Is there? No, there's no way of shrinking it down. I mean, but like, so I don't know. Let's go with the mainsail. Oh, this is classic mainsail. I do like a classic mainsail. It's not what I wanted though. Like, is this really what we're supposed to do? Is this really what we're supposed to do? Big difference. There's no bear mount for this, is there? Nope, no, I'm going to carry on my rant. There's no bear mount for the Rhino. This is what I'm asking. Is this really? Is this really? So, mini rant. I mean, I personally, classic mainsail in the middle, right? Look at that. Yeah, beautiful. That work? I mean, I don't like that. I'm just gonna have to carry on complaining and make do. Okay, so we got ourselves 3.8. All right, that'll get us where we want to go. That'll get us where we want to go. So we're just going to go stick this at 250 kilometers, right? 250. Hab. Plus lift. Lift. There we go. All right. Save it. Launch it. Let's go. Is there an engine that works well? There is an engine that works well. You just forget the name. That's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, we could spend 10 minutes just attaching engines to that base if you want and see what works. Okay, what do we got here? I mean, I suppose it's alright. We're gonna start with half throttle. I have no idea what to weight ratio this beast has. 3, 2, 1. More. Alright, all the thrust. It's really better to normally go with vectors or my latest nightmare creation of 5. Yeah, aero spike made out of 72 normal aero spikes. I mean that sounds cool. I've got tweak scale. I could just make an aero spike fit. Oh, that would be horrific. We'll do that. We'll do that right now. Get down here. All right, okay. This is not what I will be using during my career mode. You can be rest assured there. But you. Yeah. All right. Yes. Get this out of here. Who needs that? All right. This is what I'm talking about. All right. Let's go. No one can stop me now. You want to stay stock? Yeah. No, I hear that. And as I say, in my career mode, I will definitely be staying stock. Just because I've got 3 not 4. I was like, why aren't these lining up? It just doesn't look real, does it? It just doesn't look right. We're gonna do it anyway, but it just oh man, looks weird. Disregard you everything you've ever said. This is much better. It's amazing, isn't it? It's peak Kerbal technology here. Peak Kerbal technology. Go. What? Oh, I thought I saw 4 around the engines for a moment there. I was like, what? No. Go! Throttle, guys, throttle. I mean, why wouldn't you remember the throttle? Actually, what I wanted was to achieve this this tilt that we've got here. Obviously, what I was like, where's the engine? Where's the flame? Is it like inside? I think it's inside. Oh, flaps! we got issues. Okay, steering is good. It's fine. Flame is so small. It's inside. It's got to be right. It's got to be. I really just want to see the clipping of it. Oh, there it is. Did you guys see that? Free shape. There we go. Hi, tiny little engine. Whilst we're looking at the flame, there seems to be something distressing happening in the background. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh look, we've still got the target set up from the challenge. Did you guys see my my video over the weekend? Have you made a yeet machine? I'd like to know. I'd like to see it. Yeah, I'd really like to see that mega spike, mega scroll. I guess I'll actually put some throttle behind it this time. Okay, here we go. Can we just keep upright? I've got doubts. I bet if we put a massive SAS unit on this would be fine. Barely making it above 1G. It's doing okay, actually. Doing okay. What I should have done, maybe put some oh no, we're losing it. Put some fins on it. That's what I was just about to say. Okay, let's go put some fins on it. Flight assembler. Is there anything else we could do instead? No, we're gonna put these bad boys on here. 3, 4. Alright, beautiful. Are we over par? We're still not over par count. Okay, great. I mean this. Oh, this is just, mwah, chef's kiss. Oh, if we don't make it, we'll go back to the other plan. In fact, we'll probably go back to the other plan anyway. I just wanted to make a giant aerospike engine. Maybe we'll go around to making a giant aerospike engine out of aerospike engines. That sounds like a great idea. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Got the lift this time. Got the lift. Do we have enough aerodynamic forces to be able to control? Yes, we do. All right, cool. I'm fine with this. We're just gonna accelerate. It's gonna get easier and easier as time goes on. I mean, these big old flaps on the background. Let's grab one of those. This guy doing all the work. We can really see the MVP there. MVP. All right, let's point towards our vector. This should hopefully bring a lot of the forces in line and go. Shared in main lobby. All right, let's have a look. Oh man, yeah. That's a serious beast. Is there a way of showing this? Not sure if this will just break my thing or not. What we got here? Yeah, no, it didn't work. That's a shame. That's a shame. Trying to show off that picture. All right, what's going on back here? Hey, I mean, you know what? It's doing well. It's got its act together. It's just been flying itself. If you started watching the stream now, I mean, it looks all right. It's all right. What are you on about? We are very close to overshooting our target. 255 kilometers, I believe, was our target. We're still doing all right, actually. We are still doing incredibly right. I'm going to stop at about 200, and we're going to circularize up and then bring us to the last 50 kilometers. I think that works. I think that works. We've got about 2 kilometers worth of Delta V left in our tank. Always nice. Now that we've completely lost aerodynamic control, it'll be interesting to see how we can just control this at all, if at all. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we definitely seem to be going. I'll finagle my own. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Okay, the real question to my mind right now is, do I want to... Is there nothing with SAS control on here? Or is it all being controlled by... Yeah, look, there we go. What? There's a wheel there. There's a wheel there. Why is he not doing it right? I mean, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny wheel. Do I want to start burning when we're just looking in the right direction? I think that might be the case. And then we'll try and circularize out and see what happens. What we really need is a bunch of like tiny little engines up the front here. RCS is what I'm talking about, right? Oh man, this is gonna take a while. We appear to be roughly facing in a stable direction now, though. That's good. That's good. What's my yaw doing? Let's let it settle out. I really want to be looking at the horizon, if at all possible. With the horizon in my sights, we will definitely be able to not hit it, you know? We want to go over there, but we want to go over there fast enough that when we get over there, we're not falling down, you know? You know? Also, is it me, or did the whole planet just get very bright? Well, very white, I think, is the term. I know what's happened. I have played around with the settings to make the planet look a little bit better. Because I don't know about you, I don't like this washed out, like not able to tell what is what. You know, it's a bit much. Everyone's like, oh, it's scattering. It's like scattering doesn't scatter this much. Look out the window. What do you see? It's not just fog. Okay, here we go. We're flying. We're flying. We're flying. We're flying. I'm turning. Look at me pull back on the yaw here. We're gonna keep back. Gonna keep back. We are circularizing pretty well, actually. Pretty well. We're about 2 minutes away from actual apogee, but that's fine. Apoapsis, not apogee. Apogee's for Earth only, really. Why are you turning like that? We're picking up some some rotational energy that I'd rather not be picking up here. Do you think it's time to put some actual engines on? I think it's time to put some actual engines on this. Let's refer. What's a better way of doing this? What's a better way of doing this? We might need these things anyway, but hey, no, this is not what I wanted. Get out of here. Go on out. Be gone with you. Engines. So we've already discovered that the Rhino is the largest. Wherever it is, there it is. Rhino. All right, nice. What's the to-weight ratio? 6.4. What the payload is, of course, it is. This is, well, as said up the top here, the Indian Space Research Organization, I think, don't quote me on that, have announced. I don't know, I think they announced last year, actually, to be honest. But I have found out today that they are creating. Oh no, that's not what I want. I got rid of the thing. Creating a space station. Copy. Let me bring this back and then we'll be able to say. And I looked at it and I went, hey, that's a good looking space station, particularly for a low part count. There we go, brilliant. Particularly for a low part count Kerbal career mode. So I was like, great. Let's build it. Let's build it. So in the middle here, hi, how you doing? We've built this. Watched a video that literally talked about that yesterday. Probably possibly the same one, right? Possibly the same one. Though that's how I then followed it up with a whole bunch of extra research, finding out all sorts of stuff. Actually, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna build a unit. I'm gonna build a unit. You guys ready to watch some experimentation with me here? I mean, does this? This does. Okay, let's go with this. We're gonna go with 4 of these, and then I'm just gonna push it in. Okay, look at that. All right, brilliant, wonderful. I mean, it almost looks like the engine stack anyway, the one that they give us anyway. See, vectors were suggested. I don't think they look great because obviously the main cells, they're huge. They're huge. Look at them, they're big. I think this makes more sense. Hang about. I think I made a better looking one, guys. I think I did it. Answers with Joe, that's the guy. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching his stuff for ages, but it wasn't. I think Scott had also talked about it last year, and then Answers with Joe really solidified it for me. Not last year, last week. Someone did anyway. All right. We got some better engines down here. These guys are like, no, I don't have fuel flow. Show me the delivery overlay. Okay, all right, that works. That's what I like to see. Did you guys know this existed? Are you guys aware that you can do this? And it shows you where the fuel comes from and to. So that flowing into that. Does fuel not flow back? Oh no, we'll just test. We'll just test. Hey, V. Ezhil Carthy, I'm going to go with. I remember watching this channel live stream literally years ago. I can't believe it's still up. Don't know if you remember me, but I formerly had you. The Space Tech guy. Yes, I do remember you. Very memorable name, actually, mate. Very memorable name. Nearly as good as the Space Conspiracist channel, or the anti-Space Conspiracist. He was trying to be like a non-conspiracist, telling people how, but it just kept on coming back. Yeah, well, indeed. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I'm here just kicking around, doing stuff. You know me. You know. All right, cool. Let's get this thing into space now. Hopefully, actually, properly. Go. You ever feel like your basic tech has failed you? Okay, so I don't like how much they kind of flared out there. We'll have to see if we can do something about that. I'm not sure exactly what. I mean, I would just strut it up, but like, how many? Have an information panel here. I'm sure we used to have an information panel here. I guess I'll come to this one and have a look there. We're at 28 parts right now. That's fine. This is flying well. This is flying really well, actually. Like, really well. Yeah, striking these will definitely help with stability. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. What I'm watching now is fuel burn and G-rate. I think both are doing well, though. I like to keep about 2 Gs. I don't know why. I like to keep about 2 Gs. I was told once upon a time it's one of the sweet spot areas where you're not going so slow that gravity is pulling you back down, but you're not going so fast that your air resistance is a problem. I don't know if that's still true. I have no idea. I was just told it once upon a time. But it seems to work. I mean, one of the things, I got this bit of I don't want to say it's an actual catchphrase, but aerodynamics are overrated in this game. They really are, because everything in Kerbal is so overpowered that you could strap a brick to the front of this thing, strap enough engines to it, more boosters, right? More boosters, and it's just going. I'm gonna get this orbital one now. 100 and something. Again, we're going to stop at 200 kilometers, and that should hopefully be good. By popular vote, we are going to 250 kilometer apoaps. Well, in fact, a circular orbit of 250 kilometers. I'm going to stop at about 200 kilometers for the flight up there, though, so we don't overshoot. I overshoot a lot. Big problem in my life. Another one is that I keep putting on the time warp before we're out of the atmosphere, and then I got to deal with physics warp instead of actual warp. It's all good. Right, point sideways. This has no SAS on it. Let's get this going up and running. I mean, I say no SAS. It's definitely got a bit of SAS going on it. It could definitely do with more and bigger. Like these engines down the bottom here, they could all do with SAS units on them, right? The controllers. All right, let's have a look. We are doing well. 200. If this one gets to about 200 as well, we'll start thinking about how to fine tune our orbit. I've got RCS on the main rig up front, so we don't need to worry too much about. You know what? We could just do it with this engine. If I was smart, and I feel right now I wasn't, but if I was, I could have put a control unit on this and it could have flown itself back all on its own. I don't know whether I have given this capability or not. Let's have a look. I don't think it has. It's a fairing in a fairing. Oh my gosh. All right, great. I guess we're gonna have a bit of space junk going around. That's fine. That's fine. No big problems. I would rather not, but no big problems, right? Alright, this has got some radio RTGs. That's what I was trying to think of, the acronym. Radio isothermal isotope. No, I keep saying isothermal and it's not. It's isotope. Radio isotope thermal generator. I'll get there eventually. Take me to the other side, please. Is it turning? It's trying to turn. Is it actually turning? I don't know, guys. Let's speed up time and see what's happening. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like. Well, I mean, it is very, very slightly. So we'll get a bit of kick from the engines there. Bit of kick. It's all very dark, isn't it? Can you guys see this lit up side of the planet here? You can. Okay. Maybe we'll just silhouette ourselves against the nebula back there. It's quite a fast spin for how much it's not actually spinning. Keep going, mate. Go on. You got it. I believe in you. Go! Oh, mate. Have you ever watched snail racing? It kind of feels a little bit like that. Last seconds, it's some of the most intense stuff in the world, but at the beginning of the race, it's just like, why are we even watching this? What is this? Okay, a bit more engine kick. Go, 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 go. Okay, we managed to do it without blasting through the top of our Apple apps there, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. Coming in for the pro grade. We're going to try and use our engines to bring us into looking in the right direction. We got a bit of weird sidewards drift going on, but that's also fine. We've blown out the top of the 250, but I think we're good. What I'm going to do now is wait until we're in the sunlight. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to wait until we're in. I was about to pop some stuff, but that's cool. Everyone collectively send your RCS vibes. I mean, we got RCS on this. Oh wait, no, I purposefully made this a dead module. I remember. Well, anyway, we're gonna spin up. No, we're not. We're just gonna let this go. We're gonna be like, be free. Let me be free. Wait. Why didn't it let go? Oh, guys, have I discovered a flaw? Is this ever so slightly connected to the wrong thing? I think it is, guys. Oh no! Oh, look at the stack separator disappear, but no! Revert flight, vehicle assembly. What's gone on here? I mean, funny, but no. Oh, look at that. You first. There. Okay. That, and then if I take that off, yeah, there we go. All right, I got it. It took a little bit. But we got there. And it just kind of, yeah, there can connect to the docking port like that. All right, cool, we did it. It took a little bit, guys. It took a little bit, but we got it. Oh, is that gold inside? I see. Let's go for the silver one though. Looks futuristic, man. That is very awkwardly on the stage nodes. Let's. Right now, I should be able to take this off. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're just gonna leave it like that. All right. It's fine. We fixed it. All right, well, that's fun. Let's launch. Let's get back to 250. We can probably do this in one smooth motion this time, though. Oh man. What do you reckon the maximum turn? Though to be honest, we did very well with that last one. Wait, guys, you didn't remind me to be smart. What was it we needed to do to be smart? We need to be able to clean up our orbit. That's what we need to do. Clean up orbit by making sure this thing can control itself. What do you reckon? What's the best way of doing that? I'm almost tempted to pull this out and put a probe in between. Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Never know. You'd never know. Is that the larger one? Is that really? That really is the larger one. Look at it. Okay. Fair enough. RCS. We don't need RCS on this big one, mate. We really don't. And then when we get up there, this is just a target, and then the other thing, the other unit that we're going to launch will also have RCS, and that will do the thing, because we'll be moving two of those units up. Time for a small sip of juice. Very refreshing. Okay, here we go. T, Z. 10 degree swing, go! Gotta remember to put that staging on the same node. Okay, here we go. In fact, I reckon we can just carry on over to about 20 degrees. Here we go. 20 degrees tilt. Go. Get me up to 250 and I will press prograde. I don't really like how far away that prograde marker is from me, actually. We're just gonna hold on like this for a moment before I hit prograde. Just because when you start pressing prograde, your gravity turn really goes into turn mode, would you believe? And you want to make sure that you got enough up before the side starts. I think maybe we're going a little bit fast, so let's trim that down. Looking at the aero effects at the front. Did we just pass through max Q? Does anybody? Max Q is not really a concept that translates well to Kerbal, much like Lagrange points, right? They're not really something that you worry about during your first take on rocket science, right? But I've also wondered, like, is max Q specific for that day, that launch, that rocket, or is it just like, oh, you know, 5.5K you hit max Q? I've never known. I've never known. I should probably know. This is kind of my field of interest, but yeah, I don't know. Max Q, of course, being the moment of maximum aerodynamic impact on the rocket, where the fact that you're cruising through all this soupy rocket. Soupy atmosphere, sorry, puts stress on the rocket. Yes, that day rocket, etc. It's very specific to each thing. Okay, cool. I love this music. I call it the siren call of orbit, man. It's great. Can't remember what it's actually called. Of course, Kevin McLeod, whatever his name actually is, the Incompetech guy who's actually done all the music for. I mean, all the music for YouTube, really, to be honest. But you know, like for Kerbal. In fact, he didn't do all the music, but he did such an overwhelming majority of it that you might as well say he did all the music. It's the same with, like, you know, the background music on almost every YouTube video. I mean, he didn't write them all, but man, there's lots of them. Payloads, wind, it all has an effect. Alright, cool. Yeah, this is... It's a bit too into the engineering weeds at that point for me. I'm a theoretical guy. I'm studying astrophysics, so you know nothing that I actually look at is real. It's all the perfect theoretical models. I should imagine most of the physicists are like, yeah, you know, 15K, that's max Q. All right, here we go. Go. I mean, we're a little early, but it keeps me pointed in the right direction. But we have got some travel time. Let's take some travel time together, shall we? Up we go. One of my favourite views in the map mode, and you don't really naturally get it. This. Look at this. Look at how cool that is. This is where we came from. But of course, actually, this is where we come from. But we pushed ourselves so far forward that this is what the reverse of our ballistic arc would be. I love this view. I love this view. All right, anyway, we're supposed to be pointing that way, and we're going to just slowly put our engines on and try and push ourselves into a circular orbit. Much quicker this time. Hopefully, no big problems. That we are going to have a problem if I don't decouple in the correct way. And you might be like, what is the correct way? Well, the correct way is the way that leaves this central unit with power. I've just remembered that whilst we have indeed put a probe core on there, we didn't put a battery on there. So chances of it being able to command itself back, watching these numbers. I mean, it's close. It's very close. It's very, very, very close. Being able to, like, turn the engine on before we're dead in the water will be the thing that I'm going to be trying to do. And if I can do it quick enough, we might be able to bring it back to the Kerbal Space Center. But I doubt it. In fact, it won't. I'll be on a ballistic arc, because the moment I finish doing whatever burn it is I need to do, it will run out of power. Okay, is this going to go the way it needs to go? We've got connection. This is good. You going to go that way? Do I have... Hang about. I was about to say, do I have a communication network? But no, I really don't. I think what's actually happened is on this save, I've got all the extra ground stations. Look at this. Where is this? Who knows? At some point, I might follow a satellite around in a plane and find all the ground stations, because they're real buildings, you know. They're real buildings. They are out there. They're ready to be found. And I've not found them all, so that I think that might be a fun stream one day. I think maybe fun in inverted commas. That would be a stream to sit around and chat, you know. So did you guys hear that SN15 will unfortunately not be taken to the skies again? I'm very saddened by this news, as I'm sure each and every one of you are. I mean, that's enough off of the line for each of them that I'm just going to accept that as good. Right, I want to be facing retrograde when I pop. Let's pop that, okay? And then we're going to pop this up here somewhere, and we're going to watch our electric charge, and we're going to do our best no, other one. Electric charge. It's dying as we talk. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. We're going to look backwards in our orbit. Are we about to break the rocket? No, we're good. Go. All right, we're past it. We're safe. Okay, we're safe. We're deorbiting. I'm going to show my trajectories. Gimme. And we're going to hopefully land this right by the spaceport. Here we go, guys. No problem. We've got this, right? We got this. Why would there be any problems? Turning upwards. Oh, we just got past the... that's good enough. Is that good enough? I think it's going to have to do good enough. I'm going the wrong way, that's why. Oh my gosh. No wonder it went weird. I get further hype and not holding my breath. We've already seen all the technology that needs to work. It's no longer hype. It's actually a thing. That's the thing. There's the hype isn't great. The question now is there enough market to support it? Because it's huge. It's huge. It's so huge. Like, oh my gosh, it's so big. But will there be people wanting to buy space on such a craft? Okay, we're going to try that. That should be fine. Alright, I guess we're just fooling now. Let's see. Oh, welcome back, Cubic. Welcome back. We have put ourselves on a collision course with the Kerbal Space Center. Where is it? It's over there somewhere. Is it over there somewhere? Yeah, it's over there somewhere. Do you know what I don't like about mods that are like, oh, let us beautify your world? That's the desert! Does this look like a desert to you? Does it look like a desert to you? It hasn't been mounted on a rocket and still needs to be rated. I get what you're saying, but these are milestones that company has reached twice before. So, yeah. Just gonna kind of shrug at you there, mate, I'm afraid. The hard bit. The real hard bit is the soft landing. It's all about that soft landing with the Starship module. The booster can crash into the floor 1,000 times. No one cares, right? Literally no one cares. Apart from the people who are like, oh, look, see, it's just not... But nobody cares about them anyway. But Virgin Galactic managed to get another suborbital launch. For the people who are first to the game of the reusable launches, aren't they doing rubbish? Like, wow. I was fully expecting to have some actual launches to talk about at some point, you know? At some point. I didn't mean to make that burn, and now we're going to fall short. But we've just been waiting around since what, 2001? When was it Virgin Galactic did the win of the X Prize? 2007? I don't know. It was early. It probably wasn't that early, but it's another reason why everyone's so excited about what SpaceX is doing, because they do things in a year. Yeah, it's still at 10%, mate. Mega Scro. I think someone's fed you some of the wrong Kool-Aid, because unfortunately there's a few things that are just objectively better, and you've picked at two of them that are them. I'm not saying SpaceX are amazing, they're like the best thing ever, but they're doing things fast, and they're doing things cheap. Like, yeah. I mean, saying so it got more expensive when it's a tenth the cost. It's not that surprising. And actually, the Falcon 9 has been getting cheaper, hasn't it? Up until the point they're like, no, we don't want to use it anymore. Oh no, my engine died. I was just being like, okay, time to give a little bit of boost and cancel out the mistake I made. No, looks like not. Looks like not. Okay, back to the map. We're going. 192, still too high. I need to point forwards. Hey, Carjazzer, how you doing, my friend? Carjazzer8, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're currently waiting for this booster to come crashing back down to Earth. In fact, let's... Earth? No, we're not. We're Kerbin. We're not. I'm never going to play real scale. Not a chance. Not a chance. I like Space Sims, but I like Space Sims to be fun, you know? Good, good. I'm glad you're good, mate. I am glad you're good. Okay, let's see how this flies. According to trajectories, we're gonna crash somewhere in the mountain. I'm willing to believe it at this point. I have no reason to not trust the computer. I would like to see some explosions. But Kerbin's atmosphere, very small. Very small. RCS, SRB to the moon and back. People have been doing that for a very long time, mate. Very, very long time. The problem is, Megascrow, I've been playing this game. How long has it been out? Longer than it's been out. Have you seen people doing IVA SRBs to the moon? I always find the this is going to be interesting. This is like off it goes. Aerodynamically, this thing flies. That's what I'm trying to say. This thing flies. So I mean, interesting. Going to take a while. These are all relative terms here. I hate how the clouds don't interact with the mountains. Do you know what else? I was having a complaint about this to my girlfriend yesterday. I think I'm going to do the same again. Now that we have the opportunity. So I was looking out the window. I was looking at the clouds, and I was like, this is nothing like Perlin noise. Nothing at all. Who first decided that noise makes good clouds? Clouds are not noisy. Clouds are very distinct, different types of structure. Maybe you could argue, the wall-to-wall stratoclouds, my Greek's terrible. Sorry. Clouds are like representative of noise. Maybe if it was that, but that's not the clouds they're doing here. They're doing cumulus here. They're doing cumulus clouds here, and they look nothing like that. Anyway, there we go. That's my rant. Whoever decided, this is just a game thing in general. It's been a game thing since people decided to first put clouds in games in like the early 90s or whatever. Because of course they don't even use they don't even use Perlin noise anymore. It's like open simplex noise or whatever. But the rant is still the same, right? The rant is still the same. Clouds are not made from noise. Clouds are made from pillowy, fluffy stuff. Anyway, we seem to be climbing down. We got ourselves some trees over there. Is that a baobab? That one. Look at that one. It's got like an actual shadow underneath it. How is the flight going? I mean, it's going all right. We found ourselves a valley. We should have died by now, but let's celebrate these extra moments of life that we have as a fairing piece here. The ground is looking rather close. It's getting really. I mean, that was fun, right? Okay, well, we did okay there. Was there any debris that say, oh, look at that scatter? I mean, I suppose they don't look too bad, you know. If there was a bit of volumetricness going to it, then maybe. Anyway, there we go. Can I F3? There we go. Don't want to revert. We're just going to go to the Space Center. Thanks. All right, let's launch the other units. Let's launch the other units. Have you seen the new Astro Kiwi channel? No. They have some good stuff to say about Thunderfoot. I like Thunderfoot, but I think he's surly and nitpicky for surly and nitpicky. I know that's what his channel is. I totally get that, but that's why I don't watch his channel, because I'm like, yeah, you're technically right, but literally just because you want to be a bit of a, you know? But yeah, no, he's never wrong. He's never wrong. Okay, there we go. Brilliant. 4 kilometers. I like it. Let's do it. Robot, right? Is it a robot? It is a robot. Let's put some people in there, just because life's better with people. We're scientist, engine. Why do I only have one engineer? All right. Well, there we go. They're gonna have some fun on the way up. Go. Oh, missed him. You completely torn about him too. Yeah. Do you guys know people like Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens and people like that? So they... I mean, Dawkins is still up and about. Dawkins is the guy who invented the word meme. Not for the reason we use the word meme now. It was like a social thing that we pass amongst ourselves, was the original. It obviously came from the word gene. But he was so aggressive towards people who didn't follow the scientific way. And I'm not even going to say... telling people the fact about the word meme. Yeah, cool. I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, and I mean the scientific way, not the scientific method, the scientific way, because he practically had an orthodoxy about it, and the same for Christopher Hitchens, right? And like, I get it. I'm a materialistic guy as well, and by that I mean I don't believe there's any more than what we see around us. All right, I very strongly believe that, right? But if you believe in more than that, I am not going to stand here and be like, well, actually, my way's right. Even though I think that, really strongly will put that across, being like, I think you're a bit of an idiot for it. But I'm not going to be like, well, you can't go around telling people that. Even though I think you should. But anyway. We're getting off into the weeds a little bit here. And I think Thunderfoot's kind of the same. Kind of. He's just a bit more obnoxious debunker about it all, which, yeah, we need people like that. We really do need people like that. There's not enough debunking going on in the world. And there's not enough people listening to the debunking. That's a big problem right there. There's lots of debunking going on, but nobody actually listening to it. It's curse. I totally left at the wrong time. I was supposed to wait. We're fine though. Set as target. I don't know whether I got the debris there or the actual one. Let's turn the debris off, shall we? I'm this confident in my my rocket launching skills now that I don't even. I just turned the debris off. Why is the debris still there? Turn them all off. All of them off. Don't get it. Help! Why is that still there? Alright, well, things are broken. Kerbal being Kerbal. Alright, well, I guess... Oh, man, we've missed. There's obviously a we there, by the way. I mean... Beautiful songs of Orbit again. Nice. I think we're doing good as well. I think so. I've just noticed how much fuel we probably don't have, so maybe. Okay, things we need to do is get some solar panels out before we die of power starvation. It's a problem. Yep, we're doing good now. We're doing good. We've got 40 units of monoprop to use to our advantage at some point. That's going to be useful. Sorry for all the spinning. I tend to agree with you. It can be a little frustrating to have meaningful conversation with people who are deeply spiritual about science, but I certainly don't. Yeah. Or people that are deeply spiritual going the other way as well. Both are equally troublesome, and that's my point. That's my point. Because especially as mortality looms, the need to cling on to a structure that is bigger than what's going on is pretty intense. It gets pretty intense. Yeah. Anyway, we're to fly some rockets, and we are on our way up to Apoapsis. Let's just add the maneuver. Let's see if we can't get some sort of join happening here. What I'm particularly watching is this target intersection and this intersection here, and see if we can't bring them somewhat close together, but also having an actual orbit. No, we're not having an actual actual orbit. How far is 8 kilometers? No, it needs to be above the atmosphere, so no actual orbit there. We'll go with this one, and then next time round, we will get ourselves a better orbit. Much better orbit. If I had done a bit of pre-planning, and we'll try and do a bit of pre-planning for the next launch, because of course 2 of these units need to go up. But yeah, when we do I will try and make sure that the target's actually, you know, somewhere close to overhead when I need to use it. So we got all of this fuel. There's no red line there. That's pretty good. Red line basically means that you've run out of fuel. The predicted run out of fuel point. I see it a fair bit, if I'm to be honest with you. At this point, I have noticed, learnt the ways of getting my Kerbal out and pushing. I have had to get my Kerbal out and push far too often. Far too often. Thankfully, it's not something that I do too often now. I've learnt my margins. I've done things like I found a mod that puts the Delta V map in the Kerpedia. If I'm going to recommend any mod to anybody, it's this. Like, wow. Like, it's great. It's great that Kerbal gives you the Delta V readout now, you know, over on the staging and stuff. But what does that actually mean? Now, I happen to know it's 3,500 to get to orbit, but it's a little less intuitive. I mean, even with if you know 3,500 to orbit, well, then you imagine that it's 3,500 to, like, you think it's more to get elsewhere, right? Surely it's easier to get into orbit around Kerbin than it is to go from Kerbin's orbit to Juno's orbit. But no, of course not. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. You know, it's really, so 605. So it's actually 50 meters per second easier to get to Juno than it is to get out of into Kerbin's orbit. Crazy. And so I feel like the game needs that type of stuff on there. Did you guys see what's the word I'm looking for here? On not Kerbal loading, that's the preview of the stuff that's coming up in KSP 1, but KSP 2 has had a series of preview videos, and the most recent one has been about all their tutorials and stuff like that. I think it's a really good idea. I think a really, really good idea. I've got a problem. I have a subway map for the dual system reusable planning your colonization. Great, yeah, great idea, mate. Great. I think actually that is also, well, something similar is like that on here. Here's the dual system over this side. I like the way this is laid out. It's really nicely laid out. You just kind of add up on the way and then to wherever you want to go. All right, you go that way. Yeah, the procedural wings. Really looking forward to procedural wings. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, just within dual, but this is like if I can't put my hand over it. What have I got that I can cover it with? That's tiny. This. If I use this to like cover the rest, that's so not covering it, but cover the rest, you then got the same system here, and it works. Just go like you just count these and you add them up that way. So you want to get from pole to Val. You ignore these numbers. These are if you wanted to come from Kerbin, but you just count the transitions up, right? It's really good. Really good. We're 30 seconds away. No, not really. Oh, you'll have to show me, buddy. You'll have to show me. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, cool. And circular. I mean, circular enough. I mean, it's enough of a circle, right? Enough of a circle. Okay, how do we... Let's do a series of burns, right? First thing I'm going to do is get these inclinations lined up. Oh my gosh, what is this? Is that 0? We go beyond it. Feel like something I could do. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, cool. Where's this link picture? No. Not seeing much, buddy. We'll have to track it down later. No problem. All right, cool. Yeah, just take me to my... Oh, wait, we want to point there first, and then we're going to take us to the maneuver. I like these, but I remember when this got introduced. It was so great. It was simplifying the workflow just immensely. In fact, this readout, they never used to give us this readout and stuff. Okay, we are pointed in the right direction. I mean, it's good enough. It's good enough. Around and around we go. So once we have got our orbits coplanar, it's the fancy term I like to use, we're going to add some maneuver nodes around here and try and get ourselves in roughly the right position. Be able to do. I keep forgetting that it drops you a full 50 seconds ahead. Full 50 seconds ahead, which is just, it's unbearable amount of time to wait sometimes. Unbearable. We've got a 2-second burn. We're going to start in about 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, go. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'll take it. I'll take it. How much are we over? Good enough. Good enough. And this is the point where I'm going to make another maneuver, and we're going to try and line up our orbits enough to actually bring these two together. Like that. 4.3 kilometers. Oh, I will take that. I will take. Didn't press send. Try now. Okay, fair play, mate. Fair play. Oh yeah, I see it. I hate to break it to you, mate, but this is exactly the same information. But yeah, okay, cool. All you have to do is turn it side. I mean, even these ones on the right are exactly the same, just without as many. Yeah. All right, that's cool, mate. That's cool. It is a good way of laying it out. It's a very good, strong way of laying it out. Now I've got to get all these layered up in the right way in the background. Oh, man. I need a third screen. I've said it for some time. I'm going to say it again. I need a third screen. Go! I know Landstrider watches... I mean, it's a bit awkward talking about Landstrider watching his chat because he's terrible at watching his chat. But... I know Landstrider watches his chat on his phone, and that might be a great idea. That might be a way of doing it for me. Can we just be like, hey, warp here? Is it gonna? Yeah, it's gonna bring me closer. All right, great. All about it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Multitasking on one screen is great when I'm just dealing with myself. Being able to talk to people and then bring up other overlays and stuff like that with like the time constraint of being live. You mean ignores the chat? Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. It's a bit hard to talk about how Landstrider watches his chat because it takes him a good 5 minutes to notice stuff. But I like Landstrider. He's a good chat. Okay, I think this might be the point where we actually say goodbye to the module. This doesn't have the power to make home on its own, does it? I mean, is there even a probe core on here? I don't think there's even a probe core on here. Well, now's the time, right? Now's the time. Go. We're gonna swap back. Yeah, non-controllables. Non-controllables. Okay. That's fine. He needs to take the phone to the side of the monitor so it's easy to see. It's probably a good plan, actually. Probably a good plan. I'm going to be coming in at quite the speed. We'll warp here and we'll see what we can do about it. This is cool. I love this. This is great. Look at this module. What's that? Oh, is that our booster? Yeah, okay, that's our booster. No need to worry about that. But yeah, I love this. This is great. It's good. Good look. Okay, I want to go target. There we go. Ue Montage. Or Target, right? Target. There it is. As a lot of stuff in orbit all of a sudden. Right, you're debris. You're where I'm actually going. Should double check that, right? Is that the one I'm actually going for? Is it not? How do I know? How do I know? Okay, we are going to turn SAS off. We're going to turn RCS on, and we're going to see if we can't see how unbalanced our craft is. Oh, man. This won't work. I know this won't work, and we all know why it won't work. We're too far away, and we're coming in too hot. What we need to do is bring our speed closer to 0. Let's do it. Do you reckon we've got the RCS? Taking votes now. I've got a feeling we don't actually have enough fuel. We're going to try it, though. Go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, I think we're gonna end up whipping past far too fast. Turns out I should have used that booster a little bit longer. Okay, so making a prediction, we are gonna whip past at about 8 meters per second. We're going to run out, still going 8 meters per second too fast. I'm just going to waste a bunch here. Well, I'm not. I'm using it to push, but the fact that I'm trying to like self-stabilize also is not the best. The wobbles. So, oh man, why do I always find the fault in the mission just like too late? Just too late. So, do we try bring this one home? I don't think we're going to be able to bring this one home. Okay, let's do a bit of corrective action here. Something like so. There. I'll take that one. We are definitely going to have to cheat to finish this one, and then we will bring extra RCS with the next one. It happens sometimes. It happens. You realise a fault in the design. Well, actually, what it was dumping the booster too early, thinking that because I was at Apple Apps, it would be a good time to bring it back. But of course, there was no probe core. I should probably write that down as well. Probe / more fuel. I was away from my microphone there, so I bet that sounded really distant. Sorry, guys. Okay, F12. Welcome to the cheat menu. Infinite prop. Remind me to turn that off in a bit, guys. Remind me to turn that off in a bit. How close can we get? Probably quite close. Now that we got infinite fuel, we can dock. There's no even a question anymore. Not even a question anymore. Bring these two markers in line. It's the way to make sure any two objects are moving towards each other. If you have them targeted, bring the yellow cross and the pink cross on top of each other, and you will be cruising towards them at whatever speed your target says up here. For me, we're moving at 11 meters per second, which is quite far. Like, do you reckon 11 meters per second? How far do you reckon you can like jump in a second? I think at absolute best, going a full tilt, I could probably manage 2 meters per second. Like really giving it some as well. I don't think I could motivate myself, and I mean that in like the old form motive. Motivate myself anywhere near 10 meters per second. Yeah, we're just like, yeah, that's great. It's good. It's good docking speed. Well done. swear I find out we really are headed towards the space junk. No, we're not. We're not. Look, it's the proper module. It's the proper module. Awesome. Great. It's a bit hard to tell at this distance, though. Really hard to tell at this distance. Especially when we're looking into the sun. Where has it gone? There we go. Especially when we're looking into the sun. I'm just going to drift past. You see how I'm not perfectly lined up? I'm going to allow this to drift past. Move my my solar panels out of the way. Slow down! I didn't press the R button. I pressed, like, the E button instead. That was bad. No, too far away to target it. Works for me. There we go. Once we get close enough, I want to set that as target. That specific docking port there. And we go control from here. I mean, I assume it's controlling from there anyway. Get some orientation, and the biggest tip I can ever give anybody when trying to dock: switch to locked camera mode. Oh my god! Oh, let's put this away. Retract that solar panel. The locked camera mode, it just makes it so much easier. Like, oh my gosh, so much easier. As it is, I think we're just flying in that I'm not going to need to make any serious adjustments. 1.7 meters per second. Can you look at that? Look at the target. Keep it on target. Stay on target! Oh, no, wrong way, wrong way. There we go. It was a bit weird, but we did it. It was a bit weird, but we did it. Okay, extend that solar panel. The radiators are going to hit each other. No, they're not. No. For some reason, I thought it was going to be on this side. It's not. It's going to be all the way over on this bit. The lounge lazy way. I mean, that practically was the lounge lazy way of docking. I don't know if you noticed that all I did was hit look at target and flew at it. Which, incidentally, is the way that people have been docking in Kerbal forever. Unless you're following the Scott Manley always look at... is he always looking at normal? I think he looks at normal and then flies in along that vector. And I'm like, that's really complicated. But yeah, that totally was. I focused on the docking port and I asked my ship to just look at the docking port. That's it. That's the way. It is the way. Space Center. Am I nearly out of liquids? I'm nearly out of liquids. I always like the way that YouTube tells me that there's 3 viewers, there's 5 viewers, there's 4 viewers. I'm like, yeah, cheers, man. Like, why? The one you were docking to didn't look back. I mean, yeah, it couldn't, though. It couldn't, though. I didn't need to come in here. No, yes, I did. Wait, yes, I did. And we know that I did. What's my part count? That makes it a little more awkward. Where can we lose a part or two? We retire that one. And instead put on obviously that one. No, I don't. I mean, I've never liked this one. Anybody use that? Does anybody ever use that? It's all right, but it's not what I'm leaning towards. This one. How are we going to make sure it doesn't end up looking towards the station like that? Yeah, okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Now that we've got that... Oh, wait. We know where we're adding these. Down here. Pod. What are those? Great. We must have put the wrong size in. Oh, well. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then we're still at 30 parts. We've got control. Alright, let's do it. Save. Action groups. No. Action groups. Go get this right. I want my 1 to be that. Toggle. You. Toggle. 2 radiators. Okay, we'll try this. I think that's better. I think that's better. We didn't put any extra cables in there. We didn't put any extra cables. Okay, middle of the night. Maybe not where we want to be, but more importantly, where they're right where we want them to be. That's a bit awkward. Set as target. Well, I guess we're launching here. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. I have before in very, very powerful rockets almost immediately gone, hey, can you retrograde that? It's been very powerful rockets though. Very. Look at sunset over there. Look at sunset happening over there. Now this is nice. This is gorgeous. I love this. It's really tempting just to hit the button. Orbit, surface. I mean, if we go orbit and then go, okay, now we go prograde. Ah, too much. Big flips, big flips, big flips. You got it, you got it, you got it. I think he's got it, I think he's got it, I think he's got it, he's got it, he's got it. There's no way we're going to make the fuel. Oh, no. Let's try that again. Now watch the sun unset. What a great idea. Let's do that instead. Let's watch the sun unset. Too extreme, too quick was the problem there. If you guys were wondering, far too much of a pitch change for the fact that I've got no... can we come down here? In camera. No fins at all. Just a set of fins would really have helped that. Let's launch with this camera angle. This camera angle. T, Z, F2, 3, 2, 1... Ah, there's no engine plume. We need the engine plume as well. Like that. That's better. Why? No. No, I said to just look upwards. What are you doing? Look upwards. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? We want to watch the sun unset. Here we go. We are flying. We are cool. Oh, did you see that little lightning of the sky up back there? Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It's actually going to be an unsetting sun, isn't it? It really. Oh no, cloud layers. So there is actual thickness to the cloud. Ooh, what have you found? Elu's over there. Hi, how you doing? Can you see it? I can't see it. Missions to Elu are just. Oh, wrong one. Missions to Elu are just a little bit too much, you know. Oh no! Oh, I see what happened. Oh. I just need to take a moment to have a bit of a mental breakdown as I realise exactly what I've just done there. So I asked my craft to, on surface mode, look directly radial out, which means directly upwards. And then I was like, oh, I wonder where I am on my orbit. Look how far radial out is on the orbit. If everyone wants to just laugh at me in chat for that one, that was a bit much, even for myself. Even for myself. It's, feel bad. Hey, Cable Nerd, how you doing? We're doing very well. Very, very well. I did just make 2 monumentally bad launches, but you know, other than that, we're doing well. I'm just trying to watch the sunset, and I bet. You know what? We're just gonna go. Laughing too hard, I are out of time. Yeah, cheers, man. Cheers. Let's just ease our way over here. Oh man, it's choppy. I want to pull it back towards the centre line, and then I'm going to go prograde. Oh man, we've already lifted one of these really well. Why is this so troublesome? I mean, I suppose yes, there are minor changes. We've got this on one side now, so that could be causing some issues. I don't get it. Taking a moment to think, because look, watch. You guys can watch this spin out now. Why? You know what I'm saying? There's the beauty of the sun unsetting, though. Aha! Also, nobody reminded me to turn infinite propellant off. Kind of good. Yay, it's like nothing ever happened. But that brings us down in the number of parts that we can use. Right. Are you saying this is not an aerodynamically stable flight? I mean, look at this inclination we've got here. We bring it back. I mean, maybe. We've got the first sort of 500 meters per second and 10k for free. Oh, Kerbal Nerd, did you really just say that? Fins would do everything, my friend. Fins would do everything. What's actually happened is I think... No, this is solid. Man, the only change has got to be this one extra thing on here. It's literally the only thing that's different, right? Alright, looking for my target. Looking for my target. We're close, look. We're close. Where are you? Let's stop and coast at the moment. Where is it? Where is it? It's got to be around somewhere, right? Maybe we're just going to hang. Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I also enjoy the random collection of screenshots. So Mega Scroll was like, the screenshot sound when you're putting the aerodynamic overlay on. Yeah, but I get some amazing screenshots because I'm checking something in a panic. I like it. I'd rather that than not, you know? I'd rather that than not. Surface target. We're actually going to be way off, aren't we? How way off is way off going to be? Oh, it's not that far off. I think we'll go to Apple Apps and fly from there. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Warp here. Beautiful. 2 backflips and still on a good trajectory. We're just not going to talk about the amount of fuel it would have taken to get it. So it's always a little annoying that this is like one of the best views to view stuff in, right? You get to like watch the plume come out and see what all your modules are at and stuff like this. But it's not a very informative point of view. Not a very informative point of view. This one, very informative. Not so great for the watching. I think, anyway. Do we let this guy... Oh, press the wrong button. Catch up to here? Or catch up to wherever here would be? We drift a little bit. Try some more. Oh, is this going to push these two together? It is going to push these two together, isn't it? Of course it is. Of course it is. I bet if we... Oh no, this is a great way of docking. I say a lie. I have done this method of rendezvous once before, and I'm kind of all about it. So what's happened is that I had the target that we've got in almost the perfect place. We would have met it there if it was the perfect place, but we're going to meet it on the way back down instead. So now I'm just using my take the speed off of target to match up. This is great. Try to see if we can't push these two together somehow. Is that too much? That's too much. Oh, it's too much. Oh, look at this though. 30 kilometers. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're going to warp up and over. Was that going to crash? Looks like it should crash. Once we get these two close. We're going to go shove some giant fins on this and be like, Kerbal, no, did you really just say fins won't count? Okay, I think this is starting to look good. What's our separation here? 37. I mean, I might just take that. We'll get close enough, and then we will... I mean, do we though? If I push a little bit further down and burn in this direction, should be bringing these very close together. I mean, 7. 7's pretty good. 7's very good. It's not 2, I'll grant you. It's not 2, but it's pretty good. And look how much fuel we've got left over. Oh, we're nearly in orbit. Okay, so it said 7. Let's get to about 10. And then we'll start some serious slowdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, there. I'll take that. Okay, that's good. Serious slowdown is serious. 1. Before we run out of power and communication. I think you may... were we not only at about 12 kilometers? Oh, we'll go back and have a look. We're doing well. I'm trying. What is this? Yeah, 13 kilometers. 13 kilometers. I think it'll be fine, mate. Okay, are we pointed in the right direction? We are pointed in the right direction. Are we getting any closer? How close are we going to get? 8.9, not a great deal. Okay, with that news then, I am going to spin for no apparent reason. Swap over to this guy, be like, hey, orbit that way. Got no control, has he? Watching my power, that's the thing I'm really watching here. Okay, we've picked up some movement, that's good, go! Okay, this is good. Alright, that's very good. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. We could have hit our target there. Okay, that's good. No, not our target. The other thing. hit the payload. That's the one that we're looking for. Okay, so talking of target, we're gonna turn around like this. Wrong one. That one. There we go. Okay, can we bring this in? We're gonna bring this in. Not like that. We're not. But like this, we are. HR. Wonder if we could just like dock the back module on. I mean, we totally could, but I wonder what that would look like. How much closer are we gonna get? Oh man, there's like ages to wait though. There's like ages to wait. I mean, I would be inclined to agree with you, Kerbal Nerd. Apart from planes in Kerbal do not stall at 13-kilometer atmosphere. They stall at about 25, give or take. Give or take. Depends what you... Obviously, Junos are down at 12. Goliath... I think the Goliaths are actually... We sell the Goliath short. If you can get them up to their upper thrust range, they actually do incredibly well. It's just like most of the jet engines, they got this weird little dip in the middle, where you got to kind of get them through like this energy barrier to be able to get your jet engines working at peak efficiency. It's really weird. Really weird. I presume it's actually based on some real-world behavior, but man. Ugh. What we're doing? Up this way. The other way. Trying desperately not to take too much speed away from this situation. Okay, point. We're just gonna do this a different. No, actually, I'm gonna add speed to this situation. We're gonna do something different. And who said anything about tiny fins, mate? I use big fins. Big fins. On the last one, I was throwing those big S fins on stuff. No, that's not how retrograde. That's not how prograde works. I've been spending far too long going retrograde. This is how prograde works. You pull the prograde and you push the retrograde. Much faster. Yes. But we could probably go further. Like that. Something like that. In before we run out of fuel again. And 1.1. It's not far. It's not far. One. All right, stop. We're just gonna even out here. Head towards. Forget how long RCS takes to like get rid of 20 meters per second or something like that. And what we should have been doing is burning from the other side. Ah, mate. Orbital maneuvering thrusters. That's what I need. Like RCS, it's all right, I suppose, but it's only for the last moments. What we need, like some vernier. Then I'd have to put some liquid on here. Rubbish. 3, 2, 1. Go. Point. Point and push. That's how fast we can go. That'll be interesting. Get me in. Whoop. Something like that. Too far. Okay, tell me we're coming in for a high-speed collision. Oh, we really are. Look at my monoprops. Ah, we came in with more fuel on the liquid. I didn't let the liquid get close enough, right? I didn't let the liquid get close enough. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. We could push it with a Kerbal, but I am going to save myself the effort of opening up the cheat menu and doing it like this. It's obviously a craft that needs to have a little bit of work tweaked into it. That's fine. We can tweak a little work into it at some point. Okay, I actually want... We can... No, I can't quite. Dude. Why would you do... Well, I know why you do that, but that's a bit awkward. It's a bit awkward. Okay, I want this one. Set that as target. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we should be much better. 1.4 meters per second already. That is the thing. That is. Okay. Now look back towards my target. Thank you. Let's have a little bit of lateral on the right, left. That way. This is why I like to do locked camera. Because now you know which way is up, down, left, and right. Oh, it's all about that. There we go. And now, because I'm just looking at my my towards the target vector here, we just, as we're going around it, also get to just look at the right way the whole time. It's great. I love this. Possibly the easiest method of docking, just like full stop. You're not docking, you're just driving the spacecraft at this point, you know? Amazing how easy it is just to like fly around in a circle. Bring us back a little bit here, coming in hot. More side. Alright, got it, nailed it. Perfect, good job, well done. It's not quite perfect. Do you see what's wrong here? Not only are we perpendicular to our other craft over there, that's no problem. But look, I would say 2 degrees out. I would say we're 2 degrees out. But I think we've managed. Let me control from here, and then with that we go radial out, please. 2. Okay, there we go. Space station. We have ourselves. Is that really what I wanted? That's kind of what I wanted. Let's go normal instead. It looks better up that way. Yeah, beautiful. We built ourselves a replica of the Indian Space Agency's newest plans. They intend to build themselves one. I think this bottom bit might be a bit big, if I'm to be honest with you. But this is where they're keeping all their storage, their goods, their wonderful, wonderful materials. Then they have 2 habitats on the outside. And I bet if you got it spinning up high enough, you could get people standing on the bottom. I mean, it would feel uncomfortable, though, wouldn't it? It would feel weird. I've never been in a gravitational situation where the gravity on my feet has been different to the gravity on my head. I mean, that's not quite true. Technically, if you want to measure it in like femtonewtons, the difference between the top of my head and the bottom of my feet is great. There's a lot. Oh, it's load time. It's load time. Right, aerodynamics. I'm just going to go with these tail fins. These are my standards for going onto small rockets. I bet they're going to do fine with this bad boy. I bet they're going to do fine. Launch it. I don't even want to save it because it's just extra weight. $20 degrees was the bad one last time, so we're going to do a 20-degree turn again at about 10 kilometers. T, go. Sweet. Where's my orbit one? Alright. When this gets to about here, I'm just going to hit prograde. Hey, that's a great way of... Oh, mate. I think I may have found a new way. As long as it's aerodynamically stable craft like this, found a way of doing it. Oh, yeah, look, I can even feel it already. It is twisting and turning. It's like, nah, I don't like being on the surface. It's around the outside of the prograde marker. But the fins are saving the day. The fins are saving the day. Yeah, look at that. Orbit, go, turn. This might be too much. Yeah, that was too much. Okay. Oh, no, look. Oh, we didn't even invert. Straight back. Oh, it's not straight back. Why aren't you straight back? It's crazy. All right, we'll go radio out. Let's see what happens if we... Look at that. It just snaps to it. You're not going to... I always love the way you're like, you're not going to recover just as I recover. All right, so where are we going to turn this? Oh, he doesn't like straight up. He doesn't like straight up. What is up with that? Suddenly back to straight up. There is a weird point around there, isn't there? It recovered quicker than the last one, though. And I wasn't even really trying as hard this time. Okay. Where's the orbit? There we go. There's the orbit. Is it going to spin again? Ooh, nearly. It's this. It really is this. Let's do that again. Why is that pushing down? Big tanks have a weird one. Yeah. That's infinite. I hate to break this one to you again, Kerwin. Infinite prop was on last time as well. What's up with that? Alright, well, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Do we see sunrise anywhere? Oh, it's the wrong way. It's the wrong way. Well, in that case, radial in. What else would we be doing right now? Oh, look at the sunrise moon. Well, what happens if I go orbit radial in? Because now when I start going down, it's going to try and come back again. I very rarely use orbit whilst in atmosphere, so I'm not sure what the actual... It will never come back. Surely it will never come back, because that would mean I would have to be orbiting something up here for it to go all the way around, right? I know the friction might help me out there, though. The friction might help me out there. Oh, yeah. So what I thought was happening was a weak joint down here. There's the weak joint. You see it? That's what's fucking us up. That's what's messing us up. And I didn't even realise. Didn't even... There. That's the weak joint. Why is that a weak joint? Anybody got any ideas? Let's go for... Oh, wait. We're this close to the floor. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then we'll go figure out what's up with that weak joint. That was very rare. I agree, Kerbal Nerd. Very, very, very rare. I want to F3. Oh, come on. Give it back to me. No, all right. They're only going tracking station. Yeah, I agree, Kerbal Nerd. That was super rare. We're gonna roll with it, though. We're gonna roll with it. You terminate. I want to try and clean this area up whilst we're using it as well. Oh, yeah, Kubik's cannon. That worked really well. That worked really well. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, man. 10 minutes over. 10 minutes over. But what is going on with that joint down there? Should we go and have a look? Did I stack an extra thing on there? Getting close. Yes, there is. This is what was going wrong. Kerbal, no. It's not like that should fail. Do you not agree that should fail? What I should have done is put some struts there. I always think it's a bit weird, or rather, I think there is room for improvement if Kerbal had some way of these larger parts connecting to the other larger parts, with the smaller parts being inside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, with that mystery solved, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. The part clipping, like if I do this, it doesn't actually change the strength of the joint. And that's the problem. The joint at the moment is not this whole flat surface. It's the surface of the docking port. So these bits aren't connected, so it can wobble. There is rigid attachment there. I don't know whether that works like this, so maybe that's something to look into. Go to the cheat menu and enable part clipping. What has this done? You can mount the big fuel tank to the parts. Can I? Oh, well there we go. And now we're just going to lift this. We're going to break it in orbit. No, in fact, we're going to just go throw it up into orbit. We're going to use the cheats. We're going to get up there. I just want to know what I've never done this before, so I need to now know. Yeah, check if it decouples. What happens? I have never seen it. Never seen it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I might use that a few more times actually. Use that a few more times. Set orbit, go. And I mean, we just, yeah, deal. Wow. Well, thank you very much, Kerbal Nerd. And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, where no doubt we're going to have another space adventure to go on. Any ideas of space adventures, I'm always up for giving them a go. Though I will almost always have ideas of my own as well. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye. Let's go look at what we did, shall we? Or even this is in darkness. That's the problem with space games. It's a healthy dose of darkness, which, yeah, I get it. But, well, bye.